Hello guys, Jaguar here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the micro DLC in Call of Duty Ghosts. So, as you're going to see on your screen right now, you're seeing me go across through the different micro DLCs that you can purchase in Call of Duty Ghosts. This is on Xbox One. You're going to notice I have not purchased any other than the classes. The reason for this is the fact that I find it completely useless and completely bullcrap that I have to pay for it when I own the season pass. I don't know exactly how hard this is to do, but I do not know exactly how hard it is to make one of these, but I do know it should be included in the season pass. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts isn't the first Call of Duty to introduce this. The first Call of Duty to introduce this was Black Ops 2. Many other games and many different games, particularly on mobile, have this kind of structure. The idea is not pay to win in all cases, especially in Call of Duty Ghosts and in Black Ops 2. But it is more of a pay to enjoy more. It could be argued that the classes which I bought is a pay to win. The reason for that is due to the fact that when you have more classes to choose from, you can be more prepared for any situation. That is really the purpose behind me buying it. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have bought it. And truly, I think it should have been the 10 classes automatically like you get in every other single Call of Duty up until now. And then you had the ability to select between for different class sets like in Black Ops 2. That was balanced, it was fair, everyone had the same amount of classes going in. Granted, the people who had bought that micro DLC were able to change and adjust. Now, it comes to question, should developers be putting micro DLC in the game, or should they just have a catch-all where they say, oh, you pay this much for it? Or, sort of like the season pass, where it's a catch-all, you get, supposedly all DLC, but if you really read the fine print, you're really only getting the map packs, and that's it. Although in Ghosts, then to Black Ops 2, we do get a gun with it, so it's not just a map pack, but nonetheless, it is still just those 4 core ones that they release every single year. Now, you will have saw in that clip at the beginning where I went over the different micro DLCs, just showing them to you and scrolling through it. You will see that there are ones for $1.99 and then $3.99. So the idea of putting stuff so cheap like that is the idea that it's like, oh, well, I only paid $60 for the game. Wow, what's another $2? And if you say take 4% or 5% of the entire Call of Duty fan base, that's a lot of people. You're talking about 1.2 to 1.5 million people. So they're bringing in a couple $1 million. And that's just say on the one. Because you gotta assume that approximately 20 to 25% in total will buy out of all the ones they release year long. Or all year long. And once you figure that out, you realize that they're making many millions of dollars extra. And why is it that they need to make this money? It's not the fact that they want to make this money, although they do make a greater profit on that than if they did the alternative. And well, you're saying, what's the alternative? The alternative to me is increase the price of the game. The reason they put these in is to get the money, because right now We are in the golden age of video games. Not to go too far in on that, but we are at a point where games are so expensive to develop. They are so expensive to come up with new, interesting, and good ideas to implement into a game. I apologize for that. But we're at a point where it's just too expensive for them to practically do it and still keep selling games for $60. So think about it. If you sell Modern Warfare 3, which did not have micro DLC for $60, you include inflation, which is very minimal, although you do have to adjust for it when you're talking about millions of copies of a single game. Then you also have to include the fact that development costs have gone up, especially with Call of Duty Ghosts. That's the reason they're releasing so many. They had to build it for the Xbox One, and then port it to PC, port it to PS4, and, I believe they've actually built it for PS4 this year, which is something new, so they had to change around and play with that too. So you gotta include that in the development cost. Then they had to go back to the previous gen, and they have to put settings in on PC more so now than they ever used to, and it just keeps getting progressively where you have to be able to customize your settings more on PC. And overall, I think that is a good thing. But the question is, should they raise the price or not? And that is why I believe, and many others believe, that they're implementing so many DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, favorite, subscribe. And remember, let me know if you bought any micro DLCs, or if you bought any other DLCs. Also, if you have the Season Pass, should it be included in the Season Pass, or should it not be included in the Season Pass? Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.